Hey there, I'm Andrew from Listing AI, and I want to talk to you a bit about a new feature we're launching today, which is the ability to create a website for your listings. So, up until today, Listing AI has predominantly been about just allowing you to create listing descriptions for your website. And that is great, and it's what everyone loves doing, but we really want to expand beyond that. So, we've decided to launch a new feature to allow you to create websites that are included with your existing subscription. You don't need to pay anything extra. It's just added value that we're trying to deliver to you. So I'll give you a little demo of how this works using where I live. Don't stalk me. So here's how it works. You go in just as you always have in the past, and you create your listing description, and you put an address in like this, and we'll say it's for sale, and we'll say it's $500,000. It's a 3-bedroom, 3.5 bathroom house. We're going to say it's in a great neighborhood. It's got parking, which it does have. Good basement. That's where I currently am. We're going to say the lot size is 30 by 70 feet. And it's about 2,500 square feet interior. Fire pit in the backyard. Solar rooftop. What else could we say that's unique? Bar in the basement. Wired for Cat6 Ethernet. If that actually cares. That's something that anyone else cares about other than me. Okay, so this is my very basic listing description that I'm putting in here. It's going to pick some locations that it thinks are relevant to me. I'm going to say these are actually pretty good. Yep, the train, a local bus stop, the grocery store, and one of the best parks in the city, all around the listing. That's right. So I'll click next. I'm going to just set my language here to English Canada because that's where I am. 300 words is wonderful. And I'm going to do what I've always done, generate my listing description. So far, nothing new here. This is exactly what you've always been doing. But I want to draw your attention to these menus at the top here. So first of all, we have social media posts. This was also here before. This is the ability to create the text for your social media post. You can see it coming in now. Soon we'll have a new feature there so you can generate the imagery as well. But for now, don't get too excited, just the text. But this is the new feature, listing website. So what is this about? This is the ability for you to create a website for this listing. So here's an example of what it comes out looking like. Now this is using placeholder imagery right now because you may notice I haven't uploaded any pictures yet. But let's talk a little bit more about why you use this first of all. So there's 3 main uses that we see people wanting a website for. One is so that they have something to point people towards during an open house. A lot of agents today will generate print material like feature sheets or flyers they'll take to their listings. So we've introduced a new feature here called the Scan to Lead QR code. And what that is, I'll go to it now, it's the ability for you to print this page here. There's a little print button you can press to do this. And what it'll give you is a QR code that you can print. You can frame it, you can stick to the fridge, whatever you feel is good. And when people scan this QR code, it'll take them to your listing website. And it doesn't just take them to your listing website, it actually takes them to your listing website and it shows a modal, a pop-up over the top of the listing website, which says sign in to this listing. And that's intended that if you're an agent that collects, and I believe every agent will do this because it just makes sense, someone who collects the contact details of the people visiting their open houses or showings, then when the person fills out that form, it automatically emails those contact details to you. So it's a great way to capture leads during open houses. That's one of the main purposes here, and you can use that with the Scan to Lead QR code. This is unique and generated every time for you when a new listing goes live. And we'll demo that in a minute, but let's talk about the other reasons first. It's also just a way in general to generate leads. So if you're, for example, sending an email or if you're sending some print material and you want to include a website on it, but you don't have a website, or maybe you do have a website, but you want something that is bespoke and individual to this listing, you can put the link, which is right here. You can just click copy to copy that link. This is customizable, by the way. We can put a subdomain or we can use a whole custom domain name if you have one, or if you want one, we can help you get one. So just send us an email, reach out. There's a contact button at the top of that website. If you up here, there you go. If you click that and you go in, you can schedule a phone call and you'll get me and I'll help you out, or you can send us an email and we'll help you out there. But let's go back for a sec. So now that's one way you can put the link in your print materials. You can put the link in your Facebook or Instagram posts, or you could include it in your mailings if you're sending an email blast or something like that, and you want to put people towards details of the listing. Now, again, when they get to that listing, let's do that. So I'm going to open this listing up. Now, again, sample imagery right now, but all the text, we did all this for you. You don't have to do anything. Again, sample imagery. All your highlights are there. Your property description's there. A map so people can find where your listing is. You can zoom around if you really want so you can get more context. And then there's this request a showing form. So if someone comes to your website organically through one of the sources that you provided, like a flyer or an email blast, they can fill this out. And when they click the button, it shouldn't say sign in. We're going to fix that. It should say request showing. When they click what will say request showing, then they will receive the link to this website, and you will receive their contact details. So it's a great way to effectively just make it very simple for you as an agent to collect contact details and give people content to look at. And the third, and this is an important one, and I see a lot of agents overlook this. As a technologist working in this space, I'll say what I think is really important is that you're not just building things that have one-time effect, but you're building things that have lasting effects. So SEO is one of those things, and it's such a scammy industry. A lot of people are going to charge you all sorts of money to build websites, and they can do all sorts of things that they claim will help you. The number one thing you can do is generate unique, organic content that doesn't exist anywhere else on the internet. And what you want, not only just content that exists nowhere else on the internet and is unique and organic, but you want content that is pointing back to you and permanent. So your MLS listings, and there's various different MLSs, but they tend to be very temporary. They'll go up, they'll come down. Doesn't do anything for you long term. You can make your own website, and that is good. But I'll be really honest, a lot of these websites that are out there, they're slow, and they're not well optimized for SEO. And what that's going to do is basically nothing. If the website isn't very quick, there's a lot of other quick websites out there that talk about your listing that your MLS provide, other replicas of it that, Zillow, and if you're in Canada, Zolo, and various others that last a long time. The website's got to be fast and it's got to be unique. So that's what we've tried to provide you here. A very, very cost-effective way, completely free with your existing subscription, to generate a unique and compelling website. And that will be there forever, and your contact details will be on the website. So let's actually talk about setting one up for you. So, the hard part's done. You click the generate button, you go to this tab, boom, website. Now let's put your images in here. So what you can do is you can hover over this area here, and you can just open the website like we did to look at it. You can edit the text, you can change the image, and you can customize the branding. So we have some very basic branding options for you today, but we're going to have more advanced ones in the future. But we'll talk about what we have for today. So let's start with the text. So you can see the basic details here that you can change. So we've got it just listed. You can see how these line up: 500,000, eco luxury. That's the heading. And then it's number of beds, baths, the size, all these details. And they're going to show up down here. So you can go along and adjust these things to say whatever you want, really. Now, this one was just describing environment, so it's like the area surrounding the house. You could change it to say like near Metro grocery store, which is a brand. Or it could actually mean maybe that's the name of your transit system, near Metro transit system. It's kind of hard to say which one it was referring to. But the good news is, because they're both around, the good news is you can control this. So you can say it's near the Metro grocery store. You can say bar in the basement. Change it if you want. If you just want to say like 2 parking spaces as opposed to the number 2, you can do that as well. This is always going to be auto-generated for you, but your ability to customize this is here, and it's so easy to do. You don't need to do anything complicated. Now, let's say I'm happy with this text. We're good. I've saved the changes already, so we're good. Let's move on to the images. So I have uploaded no images on this website yet, and it's just showing me examples so I can understand what that would look like. So I'm going to upload some example images from my computer. I'll just upload 3 that I have here right now. So these will upload. It'll take a second. And here they are. Now, the images get uploaded, and it's funny, the order hasn't shown correct. Gotta love new features. We'll launch this with some updates. But the image that is the first image, so I'll just do that to make it work, is always going to be the one that shows up in the background here. And then your other images will just show up in order. So you can add as many as you want. We recommend adding between like 5 and 15. You don't want to make, you want to provide as much content as possible, but you also don't make the website heavy. When you make it heavy, you're going to slow down the load speed. You're going to affect that performance. That's when your SEO has less likelihood of being ranked high. Even though that is going to be unique and organic content, you're loading up the page. So I would say try keep the number between 5 and 15. But technically, we don't actually restrict you. You can put as many up as you want. So you can change this if you think, I want to show this garage picture first. You just click on it, drag it, drop it, and that's it. It's done. It's going to reload. And now the garage is the second picture. You change, actually I want the house to be the first picture because I want that to be the background. It's going to reload. The house is the first picture. It's extremely easy to use. Even though there's a few rough edges and bugs that we're going to work out, hopefully by the time you're looking at this video, these things are long gone and resolved. Say you don't want a certain picture, you can just delete it. Click the little delete button here, and now that picture's gone. You want to upload more pictures, you just select the pictures that you want to upload from your computer, and they're in there. And that's it. If you add more than fit in this space, this will start scrolling, so you can scroll left and right. I'll give you a quick example of that by just adding a few more. And now I can scroll through and I can drag this and I can drag it to the front and drop it, and this will become the background image. So as you can see, this is a great way to make a listing website and completely control the visuals within seconds. You don't need to be a tech expert to be able to do this. This is a very professional looking website with very little effort involved. Now you're going to notice these details don't exactly look right. This is examples of what you can put in here, but we haven't filled it out yet. So let's move on to that. That's the branding tab. So we're going to click branding at the top here. Now you can fill out all these details. So let's pick a name. I'm Andrew Grath. You can email me at andrew@listingai.co, and my phone number 123467890, and my job title, I'm the chief nerd, and my brokerage, let's say it's called Listing AI. I'll skip the images for a sec. I make Listing AI. Hope you like it. There we go. Type properly, and then you can put things like Instagram accounts in, and your website if you have one. Now, if there's any particular details that you don't want to show, you can click one of these hide buttons and it will completely hide this from the website. But let's just start off by saving it all. Now, when I scroll to the bottom and look at it, you can see all my details have been filled in. Oh, we don't need to put the at in there. Don't you love it? There's just more bugs all the time. I'll fix these things. Don't worry, people. So this is a really easy way to make a website. Let's say we don't want to show that Instagram handle because it's looking kind of silly right now. How do I do that? Oh, you know what? It's not a bug. We just need to do that. Now it's going to look right. Let me save this. There we go. Brand new features fixed already. So this is really easy to customize. If you want to go along and put more text in, obviously you want to have a longer bio than this. It looks a little funky when there's just a little bit. But if you don't have a bio and you don't want to write one, just hide it. Save the change. Boom, no bio. That easy. So if there's anything you don't have, you can just turn that off and you don't need to worry about it. Now, this is to allow you to add a brokerage logo, and this is allow you to add a headshot. I'm going to remove the default headshot. I'm not going to upload another one because I don't actually have one. I'll upload the same picture again, but just to show you how you do it, you click upload and you go agent headshot. You can see it's uploading. And then when I scroll down, it's back. So you can do the same thing with the brokerage logo. You can click on it and you can replace it with something else. I'm not going to do that right now. I'm just going to remove it to show what it looks like when it goes away. So that's it when it's gone. And if I want to hide my brokerage name, like I click like I did with the Instagram handle, I click hide and save. So hopefully you're getting the idea. This is all very simple stuff to work with. You don't need to be particularly tech savvy to be able to make a good looking website here. So that's an example of setting up all the text, the images, and now the branding for my website. I'm just going to change these images order because I want this to look like a real listing for a second. Yeah, let's start off with, and that one's a duplicate, so we'll delete that. There we go. Okay, that's good for now. The text is good enough. The branding, yeah, I'll leave that as it is. That'll do. Okay, so I'm going to close this. This website is now ready to go. It's done. You've built a website. Now you can open it. You can go straight in, and this is something you can link directly to your marketing materials. I don't think there's an easier website builder out there than this. This takes minutes. It's very quick. It's very easy. There's not a huge amount of flexibility, and that's kind of by design, because when you add flexibility, you add the ability to make it look ugly really easily, and you add the ability to make it really complicated. We will add in the ability to change some styling. We're going to add in the ability to add YouTube links. So there's going to be a whole bunch of other stuff that comes, but for now, you've got possibly the easiest website you'll ever see. Now I'm going to show you how the Scandaleak QR code works here, so you understand the experience. So first of all, you can just go to the Scandaleak QR code. You don't need to do anything. It's pre-generated. This is a unique barcode just for your listing already. And all you need to do is you're just going to click print, and it's automatically going to take you here, and you can just click print. It'll come at your printer, and off you go. But let's say you want to test it first. So I've got my trusty iPhone here. I'm going to quickly scan this on my own computer. And what's going to happen is it's going to load up this website. Unfortunately, you can't really see my screen. That sucks. But either way, it's showing me. I wish I could show this to you. It really looks better. I know how I can show it to you. So you got to see the demo. This is a link of what actually gets sent to someone's phone. This is a demo of it. So first, we'll get this screen. Now, it won't look this big because they'll be on an iPhone. So let's make it look like they're on an iPhone. There we go. iPhone 12. So this is what they'll see. They'll see this. And now that person, they have to fill the details in. They can say, I'm Andrew. I'm going to put a real phone number for now. I click sign in, and now they can see the listing. And what will happen in reaction to that, I'll show you in my email so you can see exactly what's going on. You're going to get an email. So there's going to be 2 emails that get sent. One's going to be sent to the person who is the visitor to the website, and the other one's going to be sent to you. And let's switch my screen share over here so you can see this. This will work. Of this. You're going to get this. This looks a little ugly because Gmail rendered this weird, but you're going to get the address it's related to, the submission type, which is sign in. You're going to get the person's name, the person's email, and their phone number, and the message they sent you. And now you can go and contact that person and follow up on the lead. So this is a really easy way to, one thing I say to people is you don't have to now have paper forms with you to say to the person, hey, welcome to my listing. Can you sign in? You can just say, hey, welcome to my listing. You can scan the QR code to sign in and see more details about the listing. And they go there, they do that experience I just showed you, and you'll receive the email with the details. And at the end of the day, if you want to copy and paste the details into your CRM, if you're using KV Core or using Follow Up Boss or something, you can easily transcribe those details now. Again, we'll do an integration there for you. It's just not something that we've got to yet. So you won't even have to do that in the future. But for now, you've got this easy way to go along and understand exactly what they typed and what they said, and you can follow with that person now. And you can do all the same things you'd normally do. You can say to them, sign in to win a bottle of wine or whatever you're doing. All your existing practices continue to work. It's just an easy way to collect the details and not have to go with your paper forms and pens that people are going to walk away with at the end of the day. So that's it in a nutshell. I kind of rushed through it there to cover a lot because there's a lot there, but I encourage you to reach out if you've got questions, you've got feedback. We're really excited to launch this new feature. This is, in my mind, a new stage for listing AI, stepping outside of just text generation into website generation. And we're really keen to get feedback from real agents out there. It's a new feature, so inevitably there'll be a few rough edges that we need to file down. We found a few during this video, so I'm going to jump off this video and go work on those now. But if there's anything at all that you have recommendations around, we're really keen to hear from you. So feel free to reach out. I'm Andrew at listingai.co, or you can schedule a call with me through the website. So thanks for checking out this video, and I hope the spring market treats you really, really well, and we'll hopefully get some more things out like the social media content, and we're actually going to be launching virtual staging too later in the year. So we'll keep you up to date with more videos when that's ready. Good luck.